What's up, everyone? It's Roger and Abe here from DisKingdom.com with another episode of the DisKingdom podcast. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the brand new video game, LEGO Marvel Avengers, which has come out last week. So I know Abe has not quite been lucky enough yet to play the game, but I've been playing it for the last since last week.
I played it a little.
You played it a little, did you?
There's stores who have demos and.
Oh, you better how they go.
So I played it.
You played it good. I must say, I've been having a lot of fun this last week playing the game, trying to go through the main story, trying to do the thing. Because I wanted to, it was like, right, I'm trying to get that review up as quickly as possible. But I was playing through the thing going, no, I really need to kind of get some game time into this to kind of really kind of give a good idea of the game. Because the actual story mode is pretty long. I mean, I'm probably only like 10% in, and I've been playing literally a couple hours a night, couple hours in the morning. Really, I had a little bit of a mess about in the free play mode, but again, if it's very, very, very sleek, it seems to work very well. You have the odd little kick up here and there, but it's a Lego game. If you've played a Lego game before, you know what to expect. It is very much the same. They've added in a lot of the superheroes. The actual cutscenes and all the rest of it, they're tying in sort of audio from the movies, and kind of you're doing missions. Kind of jumps around a little bit. 1 minute you're doing something from Age of Ultron, then you're going back to First Avenger, then we're suddenly doing the Avengers movie. Just jumping around all over the place in terms of so if you're haven't seen the movies, it could be a little bit confusing.
Yeah, from my understanding, it kind of does something like what the Jurassic World Lego game did. Was it jumped around the 4 movies? Mm-hmm. So this one kind of apparently jumps around a lot of the movies, and then it has something to do with some new content.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually one of the cool things that I enjoyed that you mentioned was the cutscenes. And the level I got to play was the I think it's the first one, the Age of Ultron one.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
I love how they just tie in the cutscene. It kind of made me feel like I was watching the movie, and then you play like certain parts of that battle in the beginning by being a couple of the characters. Yeah. I was a little confused at that pig that Hawkeye threw off the platform, which is kind of weird. But other than that, it's cool. The mechanics are interesting. One thing I don't understand is this the first Lego game that offers a season pass?
Yeah.
And what is that for? Explain that.
well, basically, there's you got the season pass. So there's going to be a couple of new levels and figures coming in later updates. Now, first off, when there are 2 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 add-on packs that you can get for free on there. There was also a Thunderbolts and another one that was part of a pre-order exclusive for more figures. There's also going to be an Ant-Man and I think it was a Civil War add-on packs as well that are coming for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. The Ant-Man one actually has a level for it because Ant-Man is not included in the main game. But I think the season pass is just really some more figures and maybe a level pack and stuff. It's only about £7.99. So I think it's only about $10 there in the US. So it's not like a Star Wars Battlefront massive $40 expansion. I must admit, I thought £8 for an expansion. I'm bound to get some things. They did have DLC for LEGO Marvel Avengers LEGO Superheroes, where you could get extra packs and extra characters and stuff. But I think they've kind of just bundled in all their bits and pieces because it's the norm now.
I was going to say, I think this almost seems like this is a way around from, not being able to have Marvel or Star Wars in Lego Dimensions. This is a nice way for them to charge for additional content, like you would instead of buying a little minifig. Now you can buy a little expansion pack or a season pass.
Let's be honest, I'd much rather pay £8 for a season pass with 20 characters than one figure.
Agreed. Completely agree.
Yeah, it's definitely with LEGO Avengers. I haven't really been able to fully explore the wide world area because it does seem that they're pretty locked down and jumping around a bit, and it almost feels like you've got to complete the main story before you do all that. So it's definitely I think it's going to take a while for people to get through. I think Greg Miller, I think he platinumed it in about 40 hours. So that shows, and because he's doing a guest appearance in the game as one of the bosses. It definitely, yeah. I mean, that's some decent time for a game.
Well, I mean, the Lego games, I mean, they're all pretty much the same. They all play kind of similarly, but they're very complex. You know, some of them, you know, they don't come with instruction booklets or anything. Like, it's something you have to figure out on your own, which is frustrating and also kind of fun at the same time.
Yeah, I must admit, there's been many occasions, and probably some of the videos and stuff. I'm not. You can sort of, you just do this, and you cannot see what you're doing. You are just hitting stuff, smashing stuff, trying to break stuff, blow stuff up, swap characters, doing, and you know, what have I got to do? Where and like, it's like sometimes I could really do. It's that thing. Oh, no, I'm not buying the game guide. I am a full blown adult. I can complete a Lego game without help. It's just like it's like I said, it's very, very similar. They've obviously touched on things and making things slightly smoother. There's a few things we're doing like along the rails, shooting missions and stuff, and the cutscenes are great. Like I said, it's still very much a Lego game. There's not I think this is one criticism I think for the game in general has been this kind of thing of it's just another Lego game, and I think people are starting to kind of go, can we have some kind of more of an update, something a little, you know, rather than just keep because that essentially. It's like, I think this is the big thing for me is I like this game as it is. The idea of doing like a Lego Dimensions stuff for this game, having played through Lego this last week, I'm going, I am kind of glad I've kind of at the minute I've held off on the Lego Dimensions because one single purchase for this game feels fine, but I don't see the value to me personally in if I was to buy level packs and all the rest of it, because I don't think there's enough content to keep me personally interested. But this game, a single purchase, great. I think there's plenty of action and lots of adventure, perfect for kids and families to play at it.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, it was my complaint before Lego Dimensions came out. Is like a Lego game gives you tons of characters to play with, tons of content, tons of hours of gameplay. You don't need little figures and additional money out of your pocket to play. And this is another reason why I enjoy, just the standalone Lego games. From what I've played, even at E3, I tried out the original Avengers portion of the game. And no, it seems like a fun game. It does introduce some new aspects to Lego games, like partnering up with the actual other characters that you have, doing certain things. You got to do them together. It's kind of interesting. So I do like it, and I like one of the coolest things that once I pick up this game, I'm going to be totally stoked about is the fact that you have so many Marvel characters in this game that not only are like new to a lot of people, but you really have not seen them out of the comics until now. This is like the first time they make an appearance in a game or movie or whatever you want. So
yeah, it's
pretty cool.
You've got like Female 4, you've got Ultimate Falcon, you've got Squirrel Girl, but this does come at a slight cost. And this kind of slides into this thing of like what's going on over at Marvel is there are some massive characters missing from the game. You've got no Spider-Man. You've got no Spider-Man villains. You've got no Fantastic Four. You've got no X-Men. You've not even got any Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Now, I did see a little sneak somewhere that there's another little sort of Easter egg saying that they had like Thanos with the cassette, kind of as another little tease of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Which would not surprise me if the next Lego Avengers or next Lego game is a Guardians of the Galaxy sort of game, and not having the sort of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and stuff. On one hand, I was sitting there going, well, it makes a lot of sense because Disney Marvel don't really want to prioritize those characters at the minute. But also, the last Lego Marvel game was very, very heavily based around Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Wolverine. They were the main characters on the front of the picture. They were the main ones you played with in the main story mode. So this one feels slightly different because they've been focusing more on the ones from the cinematic universe, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, etc. So it kind of makes sense because it makes it feel like you're playing something a little bit different, but not having those characters in again. You just go, what a mess this Marvel characters universe is.
Well, yeah, I think that is definitely a big, you know, I guess it makes the game lack a bit because you don't get to see the your traditional favorite Marvel characters. But I think the one that throws me off the most is Guardians of the Galaxy because I mean, there's no real hiding those from the company. They can promote those as much as they want. But yeah, I agree with you. It's a big mess. The whole because of movie rights, they don't want to promote anything else. So kind of sucks.
But I think the Guardians of the Galaxy have been held off to make so when the game does come out next time, it's like, well, you actually haven't played a Guardians of the Galaxy character for 5-6 years, so it kind of ties into that. But no, I think it's good. I definitely think it's definitely worth checking out. If you like Lego games, definitely worth checking them out. And I suspect that it's going to be one of those games that's going to be around, and it's going to be on sale and stuff throughout the year. It's going to be a big hit with families. And like I said, if you have been a bit scared about doing Lego Dimensions, Lego Marvel Avengers is perfect. I think that's the best way of kind of going into that one from the financial point of view. Anything else you want to add on to that, Abe?
No, I'm gonna go look and see if they have a demo on the PS4. So
yeah, I suspect that they usually do put demos up. But I'm sure there'll probably be one up eventually on that one. Like I said, if you haven't already done so, remember to check us out at DisKingdom.com. Remember to check out our Patreons as well over at Patreon.com. Earlier this week, I spoke to Ethan, our main Patreon support, and we were discussing all about Magic Bands. So that looks pretty cool. We're also doing... Sorry?
I do like Magic Bands. I hope they bring them over to Disneyland. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We had a good conversation about that. Also, we are running a giveaway this week. A $50 DisneyStore.com online gift certificate is going to be given away this week to celebrate a year of us launching DisKingdom.com, which was out of the Phoenix that was Vinimation Kingdom. So definitely want to check that out. And if you haven't already done so, remember to hit that subscribe button, and we shall see you guys in a later episode. Laters.
Later, guys.
Laters.
Wait,
see you later.
There is a demo. There's a demo. Yes, I'm getting it. Woo!
Good.